A tornado wreaks havoc in the southeast. A chance for free summer housing, and are these below freezing temperatures going to stay? This is OU Nightly. Good evening and thanks for joining us for OU Nightly. I'm James Myers.
And I'm Baylee Bates. The coldest air of the season hit Oklahoma hard today.
And school districts across the state canceled classes citing wind chills below zero. OU students were not among those out of class due to the bitter cold. Many walked to class today bundled up trying to stay warm. Some students were frustrated that OU was one of the campuses still open.
It's a bummer. I'd rather it be canceled. It's cold and I don't want people to get sick. I don't know, last week people were falling pretty hard off bikes and stuff, and that kind of sucked. Like, he didn't cancel until people were getting hurt, so.
OU Emergency Preparedness says the wind chill would need to be at 18 below zero before they would consider canceling classes. Today's wind chill only reached 5 below.
So how low will the temperature go tonight, and when will it finally warm up?
Taylor Cox joins us with a first look at the forecast.
Yeah, guys, it was cold out there today, and here's a current look at your radar. We have a few flurries in northern Oklahoma City and many in Tulsa, and now that might reach Norman within a few hours, but there will not be any travel impacts, just a few flurries in our area. Here's a look at lows tonight at 15 in Norman with those northerly winds. Now they will be very light, so we won't have to worry about the wind chill like we did today, and luckily we will be warming up. We'll be warming up this weekend and this week, and the sunshine will be returning until the end of the week whenever we will see some rain. Now here's a look at our national view for yesterday. We were cold in those 20-degree temperatures, and in the southeast here you can see this system moving through. This is the same system that brought us snow a few days ago, and you can see this pink area right here. It made it very severe, some tornadoes in the area. Here's a look at the tornado from yesterday, 38 tornado reports. You can see it's very severe, that tornado outbreak, and luckily guys, we have calm weather here for this week, so we will not be seeing any of those tornadoes. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Taylor. We are learning more about just how serious the situation is where those tornadoes hit. Marisa and Nuzzo joins us in the News Center with details about the destruction.
Thanks, James. Dozens have been sent to the hospital with very serious injuries. At least 23 people are dead, and the death toll is expected to rise. This is the deadliest outbreak since the May 2013 tornado in Moore, with 24 deaths. Yesterday, the path of destruction tore through Lee County, Alabama, and residents were shocked by the damage.
So quick and changed so many lives that, it's really sickening to watch.
Officials say one tornado appears to have traveled for several miles on the ground, destroying nearly everything in a half-mile wide path. And President Trump tweeted about the storm, saying, "To the great people of Alabama and surrounding areas, please be careful and safe." The House Judiciary Committee is opening an investigation into President Trump's campaign, businesses, and administration. Today, the committee formally requested documents from 81 people with ties to the president. The committee is looking at possible obstruction of justice, hush money payments to women, collusion with Russia, and using the office for personal gain. The investigation could lay groundwork for Congress to pursue impeachment proceedings against the president. And 2 young girls in California missing since Friday were located safe and sound this weekend. Rescue crews found 5-year-old Caroline Carrico and her 8-year-old sister Leah near Eureka Richardson Grove State Park. The girls had spent nearly 44 hours in the thick, muddy forest. Searchers say girls' footprints and food wrappers they left on the ground provided valuable clues that led to their recovery. 21 agencies and more than 200 volunteers helped search for the girls. And Baylee, today is National Hug a GI Day. Although GI is usually associated with the Army, today is a day to celebrate all of those who have served in the U.S. military.
Well, thank you, Marisa. And the First Lady of the United States made a special trip to Tulsa this morning to meet with a group of school children. OU Nightly's Storme Jones is live with details on Melania's Trump visit to the Sooner State.
Dove Charter School in Tulsa was the First Lady's first stop on her Be Best tour. The focus of the campaign to focus on issues affecting children across the country, like cyberbullying and opioid abuse.
Special visitor today. This is Mrs. Trump. This is the First Lady of the United States. Please give her a warm welcome.
Mrs. Trump visited 3 classrooms this morning, talking to children about showing kindness and how science experiments in this 6th grade class promote team building. This 2nd grade language arts class is studying African American historical figures. Mrs. Trump talked to the children about obstacles they face in their lives.
You used to not have homework? I'm sure everybody does that, but you need to study.
The First Lady's Be Best initiative encourages children to be best in their individual paths, while also teaching them the importance of social, emotional, and physical health. The White House chose to visit Tulsa's award-winning Dove Academy because it makes character education part of its curriculum. And after leaving Tulsa, the First Lady continued on to a Seattle technology company. And James, tonight she will travel to Las Vegas, where the First Lady will hold a town hall on opioid abuse. Reporting live, I'm Storm Jones.
Thank you, Storm. Riverdale actor Luke Perry died today. Perry was hospitalized after he suffered a massive stroke last week. He was famous for his roles in Beverly Hills 90210. The actor was surrounded by his family when he died, and the family has asked for privacy as they mourn their loss. Perry was 52 years old.
Former University of Oklahoma President David Boren has been contacted by the law firm investigating serious misconduct at the university. Boren's attorney tells OU Nightly the former university president won't be agreeing to an interview until perimeters are set.
Give us a year. Are they asking about something that's 30 years ago, 20 years ago, 10 months ago? We don't know. So we need some dates and times so that President Boren can look at calendars, can look at perhaps support witnesses.
This is the first time the investigation by the Jones Day law firm has been publicly linked to Boren. Earlier, leaks to a local newspaper indicated the firm is investigating accusations Boren sexually harassed male aides. Boren's attorney says the former president is looking forward to clearing his name in an interview under oath just as soon as ground rules for the interview are established.
And if you're planning to live on campus this summer, either for a summer class or job, you no longer have to worry about paying for it. OU Housing and Food Services announced today they are offering free summer housing contracts, a value estimated at $1,500 for Headington College, Dunham College, Cross Center, and Tradition Square. To qualify, students must commit to living on campus during the 2019-2020 school year. All contract fees are being waived until March 3rd.
And today, officials from the George Kaiser Family Foundation announced they have chosen the 100 workers to move to Tulsa for $10,000. The workers who were selected will move to Tulsa and work for at least a year. The foundation received more than 10,000 applications from dozens of states within the U.S. and more than 150 countries. The chosen employees will have access to a variety of benefits and, of course, their share of $10,000. And a popular rideshare company has announced they are going public with their stock. We'll tell you how you benefit from this when we return.
And plus, students who are gamers will be pleased to hear their hobby is growing at an incredible rate. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone. Various rideshare companies have been fighting to be the first to enter the public market. Meridith Mulkey is here to give us the details on who is winning the race. Meridith?
Lyft has officially surpassed Uber in the race to go public. The rideshare company filed for an initial public offering Friday, and once in the market, anyone can invest in Lyft, but financial experts say that doesn't necessarily mean you should buy. The company's filing showed a loss of $911 million last year, but reports expect the company to be valued between $20 and $25 million. In advance to going public, Lyft has offered various discounts to customers and announced driving bonuses between $1,000 and $10,000 to dedicated employees. And the Oklahoma medical marijuana industry has taken off since the state question passed in June. Last month, sales topped more than $7.2 million. The sales in February are up from about $4.3 million in January. Data from the Oklahoma Tax Commission show the 7% tax on the products totaled more than $508,000. State law requires tax revenue from medical marijuana to be used to fund the state regulatory office, and surplus money is divided between the state's general fund at 75%, with the remaining 25% going toward drug and alcohol treatment. And 30 colleges across the United States now offer scholarships for competitive esports, also known as competitive gaming. While the gaming industry grows, the University of Oklahoma Esports Club is seeking funds for scholarships in a gaming lounge on campus. With over 450 members in the rapidly growing esports club, it is becoming more likely that video gaming will be able to contribute to paying for education at OU. Guys, if I can get scholarship money for my schooling with gaming, I might have to step up my skills a little bit.
Yeah, we need a little quick crash course after the newscast one day, right?
Exactly, yes.
Well, thank you, Meredith. And an upcoming fair in Norman will give you a glimpse into the past and let you live out your dream of being a knight or a princess.
And Taylor Cox is here to tell us if these below zero temperatures will stick around.
Yeah, guys, luckily we'll be warming up. We have a calm week, but I'll tell you when the weekend weather will return. Welcome back to OU Nightly. Here's a look at the highs tomorrow. We're in the 40s for Norman, 38 in Oklahoma City, and that'll stay fairly consistent for Tuesday as well. So if you're headed out to the baseball game on Tuesday, we'll be in the low 40s for that, and winds from the east. So it'll be fairly calm winds on Tuesday, but we're warming up throughout the next few days. Here's a look: 49 on Wednesday, 65 on Thursday, 55. You see that little dip on Friday, and then back up to 65 for Saturday. Now that dip is because we have some rain showers coming in for Friday. Here it is at very early Friday morning. It'll be clearing out by Friday afternoon, by about the time that you're headed to work. So really early Friday morning. Here's a look at our Saturday showers early Saturday morning again. So both whenever you wake up on Friday and when you wake up on Saturday, you'll be waking up to some showers. Now this could produce a little bit of lightning for Saturday, but nothing too severe, just some rain on the roads for your Saturday morning. Now here's a look at your national forecast. This high across Oklahoma will keep all of the clouds out for the next few days. So we will be sunny for the next few days, but here's this low pressure system coming through on Thursday, dropping those temperatures for Friday and creating that rain that you'll see on Friday and Saturday. Here's a look at your 2-day forecast: 44 on Tuesday, 49 on Friday. That sunshine will be returning and warming up on Wednesday, warming up to 65 for Thursday, dipping back down for 55 on Friday. And we do see those rain showers on Saturday, but at least it gets warmer, guys.
Absolutely. I'm excited for that warmer weather.
Yeah, I'm no longer in the teens, so that's what I'm excited for.
Thank you, Taylor. And we have to issue a correction. The earlier story about the contract for free summer housing being due on March 3rd is actually due at May 3rd at 11:59 p.m.
Thanks, James. And you know spring is right around the corner. When Norman's annual medieval fair is just 32 days away, the fair is one of Norman's biggest events, bringing in over 400,000 people on average each year. Applications for volunteers are currently open and there is no requirement to sign up. There are a wide variety of jobs available.
Everything from just monitoring parking lots to helping with layout and setup to delivering ice, monitoring the cardboard recycling. There are over 438 slots that you can sign up for. What day, what time works best for you and what chore you want to do.
The fair is set for April 5th through April 7th. You can sign up to volunteer by visiting medievalfair.org.
And it may be cold outside, but that isn't stopping the red-hot OU baseball team.
Austin Hernandez joined us in sports for the weekend results.
Yeah, guys, baseball is making a statement this season. I'll have more on that. And women's gymnastics got some sweet revenge. Don't go anywhere. Sports is straight ahead. Welcome back. Oklahoma baseball completed a 4-game sweep against Columbia over the weekend. It was all Sooners in this one as they held the Lions to a total of 6 runs throughout the series. Oklahoma is now 11-1 on the season and remained undefeated at home. Today, the Sooners made their first appearance in the national rankings this season, coming in at 25. Tevis Hillis joins us on how the women's gymnastics team came in looking for revenge.
It was a cold and busy weekend on the campus of OU, and with temperatures down, it was time to freeze out the UCLA Bruins.
Took on number 2 UCLA, which was the most anticipated meet of the season. This is where over 10,000 Sooners fans met in the Lloyd Noble Center to get revenge for their devastating loss that happened to them at the national championship last year. But the ladies stuck with what has brought them to so much success in the past.
Well, this time we really didn't have a different mindset. It was kind of just like every other meet. Like, we did our exact same school meet stuff. Got in here, did some mentals, and just like did our normal stuff. So nothing different.
Now that the Sooners have gotten a confidence boost with a win over UCLA, they start to wind down the regular season as they look towards the Natty.
We're just doing the exact same thing, doing numbers, getting consistent, and just staying in our heads and just doing what we do.
And what they do best is have the power and pizzazz to win titles. While this was a huge meet, the girls were doing this for someone else. Dave.
Honestly, it's really hard to put into words. Like, we had a great meet, and the energy in here was electric, and I mean, Dave's always up there watching, so that was definitely for him.
The whole team felt the loss of their athletic trainer's husband this past February, but they are remembering him through their performances, and you can see their temporary tattoos and ribbons they are wearing in support.
The team received an overall score of 197.775, kept the crowd on their toes, and took back the victory. Looking towards the future, OU has one more road meet this weekend against Michigan and then to Iowa State. Back to you, Austin.
Thanks, Tevis. Tonight on Sports Pad, we have 2 special guests from an under-the-radar team. Tori Johnson is here to tell us who they are and what they're talking about. Tori?
Tune in tonight on Sooner Sports Pad to get a good look at OU rowers Nina Chisholm and Taya Elliott-Fox. The two will answer questions as well as join us in dynamic duos to see how well they truly know each other. Join us for all that and more tonight at 7:30 on Fox Sports Oklahoma.
Thank you, Tori. Men's basketball picked up a much-needed win as they continue to make a push for the NCAA tournament. The Sooners dominated on Senior Day. Aaron Calixte and Jamal Bienemy had season highs with 22 points. Sooners forced 17 turnovers and held West Virginia to 42% from the field as they went on to win 92-80. Oklahoma hosts number 15 Kansas tomorrow night at 8. As for the women, they fell to TCU for the second time this season. The Sooners led going into the half, but were unable to close this one out, losing 76-63. Taylor Robertson finished with 21 points, and Anna Lanusa had 19 of her own. Oklahoma heads down to Lubbock tomorrow night as they wrap up conference play against Texas Tech. And during last night's Wizards game, a young fan nailed a prize-winning shot. The Wizards were taking on the Timberwolves, and with Derrick Rose in attendance, there was only one way to celebrate. And I've made a lot of shots playing basketball, and I've tried to reenact that celebration many times, but it was not nearly as good as that young fan did right there. That was something else.
Oh, absolutely. And he could school me at basketball any day of the week, I'm sure.
Yeah, he probably could. He probably could school me too. I wouldn't doubt that.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Austin. And soon we'll have another look at the 7-day forecast.
Plus, a familiar furry friend is behind bars for his incorrect forecast. We'll have more right after the break.
I'm Taylor Wynn at the OU Nightly Update Desk. Edmond police responded to a double homicide at 2:30 this morning near North Bryant Avenue and East Cavell Road. Authorities say a young man, Michael Elijah Walker, has been taken into custody for shooting and killing his parents, 44-year-old Rachel Walker and 50-year-old Logan Walker. When officers arrived at the scene, they came into contact with 2 sons, a juvenile and a 19-year-old. Walker was arrested and will likely face 2 counts of first-degree murder. That's it for now. Back to you in the studio.
Police in Kansas are not messing around with the winter weather that is persisting, and Topeka Police Department arrested a groundhog for tampering with the weather.
And this arrest comes just weeks after Punxsutawney Phil promised in February that spring would be around the corner, and the little rascal was lying. The video has more than 67,000 views on Facebook, and so far, no bail has been posted for the groundhog.
And Taylor has a quick recap on the weather for us. Taylor?
Yeah, we have a calm week until Friday and Saturday whenever we have some storms, so it'll stay calm for a little bit longer.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
And thank you for watching OU Nightly on this cold evening in Oklahoma.
We'll see you back here tomorrow night, live at 4:30. Have a great evening.
And stay warm.